happy little surprise I got down today, and they were actually working on the staining of one of the yurts so far, so I'll show you guys that. Let's go check it out. So as you can see, that's really dark. I love it there as contrasted to without stain there. So they're both going to be stained that color. I'm just loving how it's turned out. As you can see, they're getting started on all the electrical, running wires, getting all the lights in, switches. You can see we put a light up there, little switch, plug-in stuff for where Lindsay's gonna have her little book nook. So they're thinking of everything. They haven't quite got to running wire in here yet, but they got boxes going in where lights are gonna go in. As you can see up in the loft area, we're gonna have all those box lights up in the ceiling. We were talking yesterday to the people about the staircase. We're looking at having it start in that back hallway there and then wrapping up and then exiting up there. And then from there, we're gonna have lights come down from the center area to kind of illuminate that staircase. The bathroom going in here, got the tub there. Like I said, all these boxes for switches and lights and everything. This room hasn't quite been started, just the switches, outlets, that kind of stuff. We are changing things up a little bit with the kitchen. Before it had cabinet space going out to here and then having like a little peninsula thing. We're gonna nix the peninsula and do a just a island out here, whether that be stationary or rolling. We're not sure yet, but we'll have some good space on there. And then just getting everything, you know, dishwasher back there, probably the fridge and stuff. So just getting all that stuff mapped out and ready to go. And with the lights, we are going to have them wire it up to where we can only have these ones on, or the ones that are gonna be out over the living space. They'll have some up in here as well. So we'll have switches that can illuminate just the loft or just out here or everything. That should be a really cool feature. And then yeah, the lights hanging down from here will really just make this center area with the staircase a good focal point. So I do have to start thinking about driveway and layout of the property. So we are actually going to start looking into moving the shipping container. We thought we could pick it up and shimmy it over with this grate all, but just a little bit too much for the grate all. So we're gonna get this picked up and put it along the fence line over there just to kind of get it out of the way, because the driveway is gonna be coming, you know, right through here, right alongside the house, back to the barn. And so we just want to start getting things ready, you know, layout wise. I'm also looking at putting in a entertainment area for outside, you know, fire pit and potentially like an outside bar and grill thing. Saw some really cool ideas with old grain silos. So keeping the circular look of things. Starting to get layout, you know, where I'm gonna put gardens, where I'm gonna put chickens, where I'm gonna put pigs, this and that. So just trying to get that process going, how it's gonna be easiest, you know, try to get gardens close, chickens close to gardens, that kind of stuff. So yeah, just lots to think when you've got an open canvas. A little bit sunny, but you can kind of see that the guys did get started on the roof. They've got the small yurt done, and they even got the dome put up there, which is great. Lets in a lot of light. I'll show you guys the inside. So that dome is just gonna let a lot of natural light in. It is an automatic open. We can flip a switch and it'll open, let some air in. So really excited about that. So the electrician was back and got in the rest of the lighting for the big yurt. Of course, you got all the spots for the sconces, lights, outlets. We've been making our decisions on appliances, countertops, tile, all the stuff that's gonna be going inside. So it doesn't seem like a lot's happened, but a lot of decisions have been made and decided upon. So excited about that. So you can see they got this breezeway area roof on. It's looking good. They got that roof going. The other side of this breezeway is covered, and they're starting to get the big yurt going. They've got the trim around there. But yeah, things are going great. Like I said, that dome is up on there. So now they've got to get the big one going. So they did get one portion just for us to see. That's how the trim is gonna look on the outside. So every one of those connections is gonna have that there. And then they're gonna finish off the bottom with a piece across there too. So it'll be a nice little framed in look. Here's the back side of the breezeway. Got that started off there. We got more subs coming in shortly. I think insulation will be in soon, and then drywall after that. So that's where the tower used to be. And then I know it's a lot of light right now, but that does have the dome on the top, and then that wire sticking out there is so that way we can open that dome to let in some air. So I feel like having that tower gone is a big win. Shows you how much space we have in that area. I mean, there will be a staircase there, but all that will kind of just be open, so it'll be great. They did get the pipe for the natural gas to come in here for the hot water heater, the in-floor heating, and then you can see the yellow one back there going over to where the oven's gonna be. And then they also started getting venting in. I went and picked up washer and dryer yesterday from down south. That's out in the shipping container. So things are accumulating. She's ordered the appliances, that's coming. So things are on track and we're looking good. Another thing that happened today, as I was getting the fencing, the gate worked on, this guy right here, he is spray foaming. So he's getting the house set up, doing all of the plastic for that. They're gonna spray foam the ceilings and then do a blown in insulation for the wall. So right now he's just prepping everything. It is a closed cell spray. I don't know exactly what that means, but there's only like 4 or 5 inches of foam in there, and we've got 2x10s for rafters. So it really looks like there's barely any insulation in there, but he's like, it's more than sufficient to keep everything insulated. He said nothing's transferring through that foam. And they did get the middle breezeway here, the mud room. This is all looking really good. All of the cells of the roof are covered in here. And then they did get to the small yurt, the master bed and bath. It looks like they did really good job with this. And yeah, things are looking great. This is where all the insulation is gonna be. You can see this right here. So they're gonna open it up, like I'm assuming at the top end, and blow in all the insulation. And they just got it all over right now. See up there, and the walls in the back. So it's just gonna be a blown in insulation. So as you can see, after they got that mesh material on all of the exterior walls, then they just poked holes in it and they put the insulation in there. I was talking to them a little bit right before they left, and they said that this stuff is actually compostable. So there was some that was outside on the grass. That's why they were telling me, they said that the company that makes this stuff actually does hydro seeding as well. So there could possibly even be like grass seed in there. It's very eco-friendly. One section we did have to do with this typical insulation is here behind the bathtub. Just would have been more difficult trying to do the mesh and the blown in, so they did that there. So I mean, everything else is just the blown in stuff, and the reason we're doing that is it is, again, eco-friendly, mold resistant. It does have like an insecticide, so it's a natural bug repellent. It's just really great for what we were looking for. And the wife doesn't like bugs, so if there's any possibility of bugs getting in it, it's a natural bug resistant. So it's just less of a chance that they would get in it, get through it, and get into the house. I went to go get a haircut. I come back, there's a truck here, I don't know what they're doing. And I come inside and they're delivering drywall. Let's go take a look at that. So here is for the master. It'll be interesting to see how they do this, because I know typically they lay it flat out, since most walls are flat, not curved like this. So I don't know if they're doing straight up or if they're just cutting everything so many times. It'll be interesting to see how they do that. And then in here, you got a lot more drywall, some over there too, and all the mud and stuff. And then even more back here against those walls. So we are kitted out to the ears with drywall in here. I know there's still more stuff to update you guys on. I'll do another video in the future, not too long though. Join us next time, because we are going to be getting the barn in and up. So that's going to be coming up soon. So look forward to that. Appreciate you guys. Thanks again. We'll see you next time.